I verb with this woman, and
You
it
said you got
puts
a driver like for golfing?
nah, man, like the guy who takes me places, you
You're a
know.
driver. Gotcha.
Yeah, my driver, man, he put some crazy obvious stuff in my head, right? And he was just like, we was talking about grinding, and he was like, yo, man, what happens obviously is you get married and um and if you're successful, then hey, grand, that's great. But you lose your grind once you have to provide balance for a relationship to work. So you gonna lose an element of grind, you know, and it's that's interesting. So it had me thinking, you know, because I get a lot of cool I get a lot of support and congrats and all that stuff. And I was like, man, I wonder, is it for what I've done or because I've done it? You hear what I'm saying?
Uh,
You know
hmm.
what I mean? It's like one of those things like, yo, how are you able to get this done and still be able to do that? You know,
Mm,
versus, oh man, that was a cool special, man.
mm.
You know.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And then I was just listening to your song. That's what made me think of it, man, because that's what you was speaking on. You was talking about grinding and stuff like that. It's like,
Yeah, man. You know, it's crazy. Is we all be in this mental space and like, uh, those mental workings where you be like just trying to get it. It's like it should be making perfect sense. It should be making perfect sense, but like we were just talking about kind of before we started, it's like, man, completion is a lot, bro.
you mean just finishing a task?
Yeah, like that's probably the let me tell you, that's probably the best thing about high school is like you did it. It's like that's the celebration is, oh shit, you had to start this shit and you actually finished it.
You
Like
think
you
that's the
can,
best part?
fuck yeah.
I would go with
Oh shit.
finger
Oh
fucking
shit.
girls.
Oh shit.
Yeah, man. I was somewhere over there too.
Oh, that's what we play.
Yeah. Turn off the porn. So yeah, man. I wasn't so much putting my fingers there yet, man. I was like working my way, man. But I had like a lot of. I just
You
had a
talk about.
lot of ongoing relationships.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was high school. I had a lot of just the beginnings at the same time. Like it was
Mm.
and it was weird because like when I look back, I'm like, damn, I had this one at Burger King. I had this one in social studies. I had this one that was just after school. It was like, man, it was like, damn, it was accumulating.
Shit was lit.
Yeah, man, but I don't know if I realized it at the time. It was just, you know, when you inside of something and you just don't know until you look back and you was like, shit, you was living.
Yeah, man. It's an interesting space to like when you go back into those memories, you be like, oh man. Especially like I bounced around high school so much from just getting in trouble and shit. It's like I got some memorable years. It's funny because there's a dude that I got into a fight with in like high school, and when I be like, I wanted to be cross paths like after that, and that nigga still kind of wanted to refight. I'm like, bro, I'm not. What? I don't even remember. What are we doing?
He wanted to refight. Is funny.
The nigga was still a little like he felt like he was a little salty. I was like, bro.
All I got from that story is BT ain't want that rematch smoke. That nigga seen him years later and seen the kind of shape he was in.
It wasn't. No, it was. I felt like the results was gonna be the same, nigga. I think he was mad that his boys probably told him I won. I don't think he liked that narrative.
So you told him it was squashed after graduation.
The Marvel nigga won. I don't think he liked it.
You know about the nigga who into them
don't
fucking
say shit to us,
books?
nigga. You let Spider-Man whoop your ass.
That comic book nigga beat your ass.
Yeah, and you're probably wearing some wild shit too. Turn off that echo.
2 seconds. Okay.
Yeah, man. Yo, it's a lot of stuff going on too, man. If we actually tap into it, it's really a lot. Damn. How we get to that? How we get to the dude you was fighting in high school?
You talk about high school?
Oh yeah.
High school memories.
Yeah, man. I saw this picture, man. They just posted this picture from high school where it was like this big crowd, and everybody was posed right in the middle, and then you see me, and I'm off to the side, but I'm in the picture, and I'm like, damn, that's just so me, man. I'm just like, I'm there, but I'm over there, and I'm like, yeah, it's kind of, I like it though. It be telling, you know how pictures be telling, what is it, 1,000 words and stuff.
Yeah.
It said like
especially if it's a caption.
Yeah.
I wonder what the people I went to high school with are doing, like with their life.
Watching you,
right? I mean, like, because I can't just think of like people that just stand out like that. I know that are just like hella doing shit. That even kept whatever energy they had like during that shit during high school. Like the nigga that had all the chicks in high school. That nigga fell off early because he got too many chicks pregnant, and now he just chasing money.
Yo, that's so much more true than people probably even know, though. Like what you just said was so accurate that you threw it in like it was just a little statement. That's very real.
Yeah, he fumbled the bag, bro.
That dude definitely had the girl pregnant at the end of high school. Like she was getting her cap and gown and stuff, man, and thinking about like her stomach and all that.
Now she still went to college, but then he got some girl pregnant. You know, another girl from the hood pregnant. Now he got 3-4 baby mamas and a high school degree. It's like, you know what I mean? I went to school with Slim Thug. His life turned out all right.
Yeah, you consider that a win.
Yeah, but he was winning in high school. That shit was crazy.
Winning how?
They used to treat that nigga like the star athlete. Like you just see that nigga walking the halls by himself. Like, hey man, we know Slim has stuff to do.
He's trying to tell you he's been that dude for a long time now.
Right. They was buying real estate in high school, bro.
He's buying real estate in high school.
I'm dead ass. That switch out shit, that shit was popping when I was in high school, bro.
Yeah.
This nigga still tipping was out, nigga. It was like our nigga senior year. That nigga was moving, bro. The teachers and the principals treated him like the star athlete. You know how you see the star athlete just like be doing shit that ain't nobody gonna stop them. They just be walking around the halls or skipping classes and shit.
Yeah.
Let me just be out of here, bro.
Who else you saw getting perks, man, in high school?
That's what nobody else. That's what I'm saying. I think everybody else from high school fell off. It's just me and Slim, nigga.
That's it. You and Slim. Hey man, I had a social studies teacher that used to give me like physical attention, right? Like she used to like rub my shoulders and stuff, man, and tell me how funny I was during class. Like she gave me so much early on confidence, man. I'm telling you. And she was, she was the teacher, and she told me I could play the piano because I had the perfect fingers for playing the piano. I was like, I ain't never heard no weird shit like that.
You like your fingers, huh?
Yeah, man. I wondered, was I being abused? What was going on, man?
You missed a good opportunity, bro.
Yo, I know, man, because I was too naive. Like, damn. I got a great grade.
You know when Facebook hit you with the memories?
Yeah.
They just hit me with one. I was like, yo, I wrote a perfect joke 5 years ago. Y'all want to hear it?
What's the joke?
Oh, this is great. Yeah, let's hear it.
Okay. Here it is. I was walking into Chipotle, and a 70-something-year-old white man held the door open for me and said, "After you, sir." That just showed me how much progress we've made as a country, because 100 years ago, there was no Chipotle.
That still work.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be right back, y'all. I'm gonna go do a show real quick and take my new jokes.
I gotta say that shit on stage tonight. That's pretty good.
Yeah, you just gotta put stuff in. I said this before, man. You just gotta throw it out there, man. Everything you want to happen. Come on, man. Maybe it's time. Maybe we need to jump into this.
Definitely time. Yo.
Yeah. Hit the button. Hit the button.
That was anticlimactic.
Yeah, man, you done did that again, man. You making that a norm, man. Welcome to faculty. I'm so happy when the faculty is in the building.
Like, why your hotel light look better than mine?
Man, let me tell you, because it is actually, man. I got the sunlight in Arizona. It is just facing the building, you know.
See, the way that my room is set up, I can't get the sunlight.
Man, that's how I be in Reno, man.
So I just got to use the lamp, because without the lamp, that's terrible.
Hey, man, that's how my house look.
That's awful. So I gotta put on the interrogation light.
These niggas tripping. All right, hold on. I'm finna hit y'all with it.
Oh yeah, you already got something? No.
Just tell me. I just put it in the Black Tea chat and on IG.
Oh, okay. All right. I know how to jump over there real quick. I got access. Hey man, y'all seen that? Oh, you even seen it? Y'all saw that picture of Mary J, man?
Yes.
Oh my God. Hey,
I need to go listen to her old music.
I didn't see the picture of Mary J.
You didn't see the picture of Mary J, man?
I'll get it for you. Give
on
me
the
2
beach
seconds.
or where? I don't care where the sand was. It didn't have to be sand beach. I was like, oh, okay. All right. Mary J. I see you, Mary J. Hey, man, wait. Oh, okay.
So
wait a minute. That's a video you want us to watch?
Yeah, it's short though.
It's just a quick question. Are you smashing a chick with no arms?
Okay, I like that. I like that for a kickoff for a show, man. I love that, actually. Am I smashing a chick with no arms? Well, let me tell you, man. A long, I gotta start all my stories like that. Long time ago, man. Me and this dude, man, we was out, and this girl was in a wheelchair, right? And you know, for whatever reason, it became competitive. Like, who was about to get this wheelchair chick, you know? So, and I'm telling you, man, I was trying to win. So, with that being said, it depends on who else is there with the woman with no arms. Because I might not even be thinking of her like that. But if it's like, oh, man, okay, this is what we doing, all right. Because, man, I know if I'm with somebody else, man, and they, like, get the no-arm chick, man, they going to have a way better story than I'm going to, you know. That's going to be a great story. That's going to be so special worthy. Like, people will click your special just to see and hear about the experience you shared with the armless woman.
Yeah.
So
did y'all see her though? That specific chick?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm telling you right now, I'm hitting. I'm smashing.
So with you, Mike, on the special part, like I do things a lot of times for the story and for the joke. You know what I mean? So I'm a smash the armless chick, just so after I could tell her how good her sex was, and I could say shit like, "You got some good pussy. I gotta hand it to you, because you can't hand it to me."
You know what's crazy is the head probably crazy because she is always no hands.
Right.
There's always no hands. So she really,
But
you know what I mean?
She probably know how to use her feet by now, like to reach them joints around. Be
Damn,
holding it
bro.
with her feet. That's brand new head. Like
I'm probably cool on that, but that you right though. She probably got the little monkey paws down there.
Mm-hmm.
If she used her feet for everything, I'm just imagining that they not soft.
No, don't imagine that. I like how her dress is tied to the top. I like how her dress is tied to like the top of her neck, man, because you know she couldn't just have it on her shoulders. This bitch be slipping off all day. You know, it ain't nothing to hold it there. So I like how she tangled it.
And she's thick. Like I don't know if she was born with no arms or if she lost them, like you know, in some tragic way. But either way, everything else worked out.
I want to know though. I want to know how she lost the arms. Like, what if she was like saving a baby on the train tracks or something? She threw the baby out the way just in time, lost her arms.
It took her arms off. Yeah.
Yeah. Then I'm smashing just off the hero story. Like, damn, she did all that. Yeah, I'm definitely. She deserves it.
Maybe she got bit by a zombie in both arms and they had to cut them off, so it don't get into your blood flow.
Well, then I don't want to smash because I ain't trying to catch like zombie.
Catch the zombie.
Yeah, man.
Nobody know what it's called.
All right, but that's how you know you catch that joint, man. And now you got it.
But doing stuff for the memory, bro, is a good life.
I think it's the only way to live.
I do that all the time, just straight for the memory, bro. Like, well, I mean, I ain't got nothing better to do. Come on, let's do this.
Yeah, man. But I don't even want to say that so much. It's just like, think about all the amazing stories and things you have stored, and then you pull them out when you need them.
Mm.
You know, sometimes you like, oh man, I ain't gonna make it through this right here. Let me pull out one of my memories to help me get through.
You can feel your penis looking up at you like, bro, why are we here? We had nowhere else we could be.
Shh, be quiet, big guy. We got to do this.
I got you. Want us to be living outside?
Oh. Your dick be like, oh, you always say that. As for you live in LA, it ain't even that bad out there. Shit, it's all sunny.
Hey man,
I've done some crazy shit for the memory, bro.
Yeah, man.
I done some crazy shit for the memory. Side note, y'all, I'm not just wearing any old damn thing. This is actually what I wore on this audition I just got through doing.
Word, man. I'm happy to hear that like every day you dropping auditions, man. I mean, like
they be coming.
Averages.
This was a callback to. I don't know. We gonna see.
We about to find out. Hey man, who y'all pulling for, man? Mary? Who y'all like? What's her name on there? Mary or Rock? All right, I'm gonna clear it up if y'all don't know what I'm talking about yet.
I know exactly what you're talking about. Are you watching it?
Oh yeah, I just finished the last episode. That
are you watching Lance? Are you watching the 50 Cent shows?
I don't have a clue what y'all talking about.
I knew it.
Yeah, you don't watch.
I knew it. You don't watch TV, man.
I mean,
Mary
So Mary, I forgot Mary's name on Power Book. Or Ghost. What's this?
Power Book is hilarious.
What's it called?
There's Ghost and then there's Kanan.
Yeah. So
Mary is in the Ghost show, right?
Yeah.
And man, you know what?
I watched. Oh my bad. Go ahead.
No. She kind of got the same role as Rock. It's similar. It's similarities. So I'm kind of like, I've been comparing the two of them, and you know, I'm enjoying the show a lot. But I like what Rock is doing on this. Just the acting, man. She killing the role. It's just beautiful to watch.
The way she talked to was kind of interesting. I wonder if she really talked like that.
But hey, Lance, you said you watching it or you not watching it?
I watched the first episode of Raising Kanan for two reasons. One, my dad was in town and he wanted to watch it. He said he never seen Power at all. But he always wanted to watch it. My dad ain't the best with technology or channels. So he's at the house. I was like, yo, I got, you know what I mean? So he was like, I don't want to watch Power because it's too many episodes, but I watched this one because I feel like I can just see what it's about. So I watched one episode with him, and then I know London was on the show. So I watched
He's
London.
killing it too.
He's killing it too, yeah.
So but I enjoyed it. The one episode, and then Joey Badass was in it. That was entertaining.
Joey Badass is actually doing really, really good. Like he's doing so well. I didn't recognize him for a while because I knew he was on the show, but I couldn't figure out who he was. And then once I realized, I was like, oh. Yeah. But now back to the Eminem conversation we was having again. I've never seen Joey Badass just talk. So for as much as I know, that's how he talk every day. He talk really slow like that because that was an interesting character choice. I don't know. He probably making the show long. It's supposed to be a 30-minute.
But that nigga's talking is dragging out the
so slow.
No.
Over each gold tooth.
Right.
But no, I like well listen, I'm a lean rock just because she getting naked, but
often.
Yeah.
Everyone.
But Mary J's last images. Bro, I am sorry for everything I've ever said about Mary J. Blige. Man. She is aging amazingly.
Man.
I've never really been attracted to her, which is weird because I've dated chicks that favor her. And I was attracted to them, so I got nothing. But and then what's her name? She has I've never really been a fan of like the tone of her voice. I totally have all respect due to the ideas of her being able to sing and all that other stuff, but that's not a voice that I'm gonna just pull up and push to listen to when I'm by myself. It's just like, it's really raspy. It's, she got all the power in the world, but it's just like, it's not my preferred listening speed from my favorable female artists. And I don't like my females hurt. Like I like them talking, like I like almost like them whispering to me. When I do listen to female R&B, it's like Sade, Anita, like Khalees.
That's
like
interesting.
It's a short list.
So you have a way you like your like women to sound. You like high pitched voices?
I really don't listen to female R&B. Like if it come on, I know it. But if I'm just solo dolo, it's less than 5 people. Jill, Erica, Sade, Anita, might get some Beyonce in there. But I'm talking like t-shirt Beyonce. Like, was she talking nasty? I'm like, oh yeah, talk to me, Beyonce. Thank you.
You don't want to hear no Monica?
Nah.
No Brandy?
Monica won't let you, she want to make a move, but she won't. She don't get down on the first night. I'm good, Monica.
You don't want to hear no SWV?
Nah.
No In Vogue, no Escape?
Maybe Total. You
don't want to hear no Janet?
No.
Janet too. Oh, you don't want to hear nobody who came out after or before 1992 anyway. That nigga said Anita Baker lying through his goddamn teeth.
Anita I love, but she's where it stops.
I come out to Anita, man. That's my intro music, man. The Rapture. That's my intro song. Yeah, that joint hit, man. Because it's real slow. So I start my walk from like the kitchen. So man, when I'm walking to the stage, man, yeah, man.
Passing the fried people.
Yeah, man, it rocks.
Nigga, eat one fry.
On the
More
wing.
salt. Put that bitch back.
Put the fry back.
Hey, speaking of that, did y'all watch? I got 2 questions. I'll start with one. Did y'all watch Respect, the Aretha Franklin movie?
Nah, man, I want to. That's with Hudson, right? Jennifer Hudson?
Jennifer Hudson, Marlon Wayans.
Marlon Wayans?
Forrest Whitaker.
Damn.
Yeah, Marlon's in it. He's playing I forgot. But is it in a it's not on, you can't order it yet. It's at the movie. Well,
isn't it on Amazon Prime or something?
You can order it. Or you can go to the movies.
I ain't going to the movies.
Oh, it's in the theater?
I ain't going to the movies to see that.
Oh, I ain't even know that. I ain't seen it. apparently, clearly. Yeah.
I've been to the
I
movies one
watched
time in
it.
the
I
last
ordered
year.
it on YouTube.
Okay. I'll order it. I'll order it now that I know it's out. I knew they were doing like that 2-3 week window before you could watch it, so I'll watch it.
What do you want to say
ordered
about
it?
it?
You did a hotel price? You ordered in a hotel?
At home, $20.
Oh.
Yeah, $20 at the crib.
What you got to say about it? What should we know?
I fell asleep. I was wondering if y'all. I'm the worst, man. I'm the worst. But
what do you do for you? You don't play video games,
but I buy them. See, this is a problem. This is the intervention. Keep talking because we need to fix this.
Yeah, you don't really watch TV. You got all the channels. You don't watch TV shows. You don't watch movies. Neither one of y'all watch Marvel, which is just disrespectful.
Man, those movies be like 4 hours, man. So
no, just the good ones.
I do want to see the new one, man. You said that was the Shang-Chi. You said that like had some
Shang-Chi was great.
Especially
if you like kung fu movies, if you like Crouching Tiger and all that shit was amazing.
Yo, I need to know what Lance is doing.
Sitting on pillows like I'm doing.
I'm not even sitting on the. You know what? My house setup is so like fantastic, and I'm trying to get this hotel set up to be comparable, and it's just not. Like I don't like my lighting. Like I'm trying to get like comfortable in this goddamn principal office chair. Yeah. No, I heard Shanghai was good.
Anyway,
hey man, but I bet you it's better for you, BT, because it probably got callbacks in it and background stuff that connects. I mean, that's how Kanan is. You know, like we know background from Power, and we know that Jukebox is eventually going. You know, she's a cop in Power, so it's all this connection. So that's probably why you like really.
Yeah. I mean, not really for Shang-Chi, because Marvel's kind of on a reset. Because after Endgame, everything's a little different. But y'all didn't see the best of the best shit. Y'all should really take the time to do that. I did like a whole binge with the Discord. Y'all should just popped in. And
look, I was gonna watch Iron Man. I was like, man, this nigga probably wrinkled. So look, check this out.
You had another question too.
So we didn't watch Aretha. Did y'all watch the Rick James documentary on Showtime?
No.
I did watch that. I stayed awake the whole time. I watched every second.
Man, I got time.
Rick James on Showtime is fantastic.
Them right?
Yeah. See, BT know how I feel about Rick James. But this is the crazy part, right? You be watching these people from that era, and they lived such a fucking wild life. Such a wild life with no cameras around. It's wild life now, but everybody got a camera out. So you a little more conscious about what you're doing.
Right.
They wasn't.
Right. And even outside of the cameras, people be telling now.
Yeah.
Yeah, all the snitching and shit.
Yeah, and the awareness wasn't as high. They didn't really have a Rick James to look at and be like, hey, don't do that. You're going to fuck your life up. So some of these dudes was like the first to do it like that. You know what I mean? And these niggas was just wild. And yeah, the Rick James doc is highly entertaining. Very interesting.
On Showtime.
It's on Showtime, yeah.
Word.
I like that.
Hey man,
and,
I'm down for that.
Know, when you look at how they came up, how they was like, because we only know him, even something as simple as how he got his name Rick James.
Wait, that nigga name ain't Rick James?
No, his name is James Ambrose.
Damn. What does that mean?
Oh, what does Rick James mean?
Yeah, like why did? Can you tell us? I mean, we gonna get to it, or we might not ever get to it. So
yeah, I mean,
BT, where your sound go?
Huh?
No,
y'all can hear me?
No.
We're looking for Mike's picture now.
No, I know. I'm here.
Okay. All right. Cool. So He went to Canada. Okay, the nigga went to the military and like left because he didn't want to be active duty. So he was basically on the run from the military. I think what they call going AWOL. That might be what it's called.
Yeah.
So he's on the run from the military, so he goes to Canada.
Hey, Weezy.
So he can't use his name because they're gonna find him. So then some girl's like, yo, my brother's name is Ricky Matthews. You can use his name. So then he goes by Ricky Matthews. But it was like Ricky James Matthews. So he was going by Ricky James Matthews. Then the military caught up with him and sent them to jail. He was in jail for like 3 years for running from the military and came out and was like, fuck it, I'm just Rick James. Because it was Ricky James Matthews. He just cut the Ricky to Rick and kept it because his first name is James. It's crazy. I even think about that from the standpoint of like Mike, right? Like Mike E. Winfield. Imagine if people called you Michael E. Winfield.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Like distinguished.
It does. It sounds distinguished, man.
It's not like a actor who's gonna get an Oscar.
Yeah, it's probably the evolution, man. When like the gray, you know, and I start really just get the streak and stuff.
But
Michael E. Winfield.
but we're doing that. We can do that with every. So Michael Tyson. It could have easily been Michael Tyson. That sounds stupid.
It don't hit the same.
Michael Tyson does not sound scary.
But neither does Mike Jordan. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
Damn.
Mike Jordan sounds stupid.
Yeah, Mike Jordan sounds super stupid.
Is it because
we flying through there is Mike Jordan?
Yeah, we needed more syllables.
New Mike Jordans.
You got the new Mike Jordans.
You know, Mike Jordan got a new shoe coming out. That nigga Kobe want to be just like Mike Jordan.
Just like Mike Jordan. I'm gonna tell you what you're talking about. Michael Tyson and knock any of them niggas out. No, he wouldn't. Michael Tyson worked for the state.
I'm definitely not going to no concert with Mike Jackson.
Oh, nah.
That shit is that. Now I don't want to hear "Beat It" from Mike Jackson. I don't want to hear "Thriller." None of that. I
went to middle school with a guy named Michael Jackson. Man, he ain't measure up.
I'll tell you this. Bow Wow was definitely bigger than Mike Jackson.
Bow Wow killing Mike Jackson.
Mm-hmm.
Big legend talk. Kissing Tyra on the couch, 106 and Park.
Like I don't know. I'd be fascinated by like just the name thing, right?
I'm with you, man.
Even like so D.L. Hughley, right? Would Daryl Lynn Hughley pop the same way?
Yeesh.
I don't know, man. If he was funny,
Daryl Hughley. Give it up for Daryl Hughley.
I don't know. I don't think there's a way to prove that one.
I know. It's just interesting, right?
What about Christopher Tucker?
You know what I'm saying?
Man, that sounds too complex. That don't sound young and fun either.
Nah.
Right.
But what about Christopher Rock?
David Chappelle?
Oh, wow. Right. David Chappelle, super trash.
Because, and the only reason why it's interesting is because we like David Spade pop. You know what I mean? Like, oh, that's David Spade.
Michael Jones. Who? Michael Jones. Somebody just said that in the chat. That's funny.
I don't know.
Yeah, I enjoy documentaries of people's lives, especially like if I'm familiar but slightly unfamiliar, because like I like every now and then I'll do a deep dive on like somebody's greatness. Like somebody will be high in the repertoire of like, oh, this person's really dope. And I'm like, all right, whatever. Right. I like what I like. I'll just go do a deep dive on them. Like I'll go on Tidal and just like let the shit play. Let's just hear all the shit that they did. You know, I did that for who's the rapper that everybody loves? They say Jay got a lot of stuff from me. He passed away. No huge singles. New York lyricist.
Big L.
I think it was Big L. Yeah, Big L.
I hate the way you described Big L.
That was not a that don't work.
Listen, man, don't get me started, bro. Y'all know I don't be trying to be disrespectful, but then y'all get to talking crazy. Y'all know this nigga ain't got no hits like that, bro.
I just really hate the way Big L was.
He's known as one of the top New York lyricists, like old school lyricists. One of the rapidy rap niggas from back in the day. Like niggas took his style and shit. I get it.
How'd you feel about Big L? Because
it was good. I was like, oh no, I get it. This niggas because I have to put my mind at that time who was rapping this well. It's like, oh no, this makes sense. Like, since we're on the conversation shows, are y'all watching Wu-Tang?
Hold on, man. Hold on. No. We can't leave that yet. Put a check by Wu-Tang. Hey, man, on our last, we was talking about is hip hop good or bad for, black people, right?
Yeah.
So Big L, man, let me tell you, said some of the most gruesome, amazing lyrical things I've ever heard in my life. Like he was rapping like he knew he was about to die, and he just didn't care where he went afterwards. And I know when I was listening to that, I'm like, oh, like I was appalled, man. But it was so well crafted. And I know that Biggie draw from him, and many rappers.
Eminem got a lot from Big L.
Many rappers got a lot from Big L, man.
I didn't hear all this dark shit.
No, oh my God, man. I think
one of the things, if you just went to Tidal and listen, they probably had Lifestyles of the Poor and Dangerous, and they probably had Flamboyant. No, The Big Picture was the name of that album, I think it was called. But that album was postpartum. So they were just piecing stuff together. So the biggest quote unquote hit that he would have had was a song called Flamboyant, which wasn't a hit. But I think they had a video for it, but that was after he had passed. Mm-hmm. Now you'd have to go listen to like Children of the Corn, Big L. It was a group. It was Cameron, Big L, McGruff,
and Magoo from Timberland and Magoo?
McGruff.
Oh,
the crime rapper. Yeah.
You gotta go hear that, Big L.
You said Cameron.
Yeah, Cameron. That was in the group. Cameron and Big L, Children of the Corn. Even the name was Children of the Corn.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like Jay-Z is on Big L's album.
Right. On Young Jay, right?
Young Jay, yeah. Cameron's on that song too. I think that song is called Six Is Enough, but I don't quote me.
Yeah, man. But how he was rapping, man.
Go listen.
Did you ever heard when Big L and Jay did the radio freestyle? If you gotta do that, you ain't heard it.
No, not a radio. There was a Big L freestyle thing that wasn't like it wasn't a song.
It's Jay-Z and Big L at the radio station going back and forth.
Mm-hmm.
You heard this, Mike?
Yeah.
Right. This used to be on repeat back in the day when you know what I mean? This is because you know what it's like when you discover a new artist and you like nobody around you is talking about this. That's how Big L was like in high school. It's like mind blown. You know what I mean? Because you felt like you heard everybody. Because you know how the rabbit hole works. Everything is about a reference point.
Right.
For example, Trae Young, Atlanta Hawks superstar. You seen this, Mike?
Hey, I got it written down right here, man. Keep going.
Word. Okay.
Keep
so
going.
Trae Young tweets.
Oh my gosh.
At what point are we going? Or what's the exact tweet, Mike?
At what point do we admit that Drake passed Hov?
Okay, cool. Now, BT, you should shake your head, and I'm gonna tell you why. It's because you got a little gray in your beard. You got a little gray.
No, that's I'm thinking about Dinah White, so I've been putting like little gray.
That's what I'm saying. But just because, and the other reason you think about Dinah White is because you know people who got white beards because you know they got some wisdom.
Exactly. It was an audition I had. Exactly.
You feel what I'm saying? You supposed to feel that way. Trae Young is 22 years old. His reference point, he don't remember Streets is Watching. He don't give a fuck about Reasonable Doubt.
Yeah.
Like, that's what it's supposed to be. Like, I don't like when I hear people talking about stuff and it's like, why? Like, I be laughing with BT because it's funny, but why the fuck would BT realistically really care that much about Big Daddy Kane? That's just not, he don't have memories of Big Daddy Kane. Like yeah. Because he was in Houston finger fucking girls to Tila.
Exactly.
It's a different reference point. Like, nah, I don't really have no connection to this music. So y'all can tell me it's whatever y'all want to tell me. But
niggas don't know shit about Tila.
But look at this.
Niggas don't know shit about Tila though.
Hey man, look, I agree with what you're saying, but how can he just pick Hove without having the reference you talked about? That's one. And two, this is why Trey is out of line. He said that due to the release of CLB, like that was not the time to do it.
This is fair.
If it came after something crazy hot, then you'd have been like, yo, this is fire. You know, when we gonna say, did Drake pass Hove? He said it after something very lukewarm.
Lukewarm to who?
Yo, man, who's saying Drake's album is killing, man? Like, he got some tracks, but who's like,
the
yo,
kids,
this is
the kids who love it. Oh, for example, right? For example. So for me, okay, cool. Love Jay-Z. Volume 1 wasn't the shit to me. It was some joints. It was all right. Volume 2 wasn't the shit to me. Nor was Volume 3. But I thought they were all fine.
Yeah.
Like all of them was like, oh, there's some joints on here. Like, I could put it on and just listen. But it wasn't Blueprint.
Yeah, wasn't the Black Album.
It wasn't the Black Album. You know what I mean? But if you imagine growing up on Drake, this album is everything you need it to be.
So here's the thing interesting about this album. I've been like going back and listening. Side note, what episode is this?
Welcome everybody to Black T University, episode number 61 here with Mike E. Winfield, Lance Woods, and B.T. Kingsley. 61.
Yeah, so I went back and listened to this album. Some shit on this album. Like, let me be very specific though. I was listening to okay. Few things. One, I'm listening to Joe Budden and talk about the album, and they're talking about, like, you know, Drake like be doing too many features with too many people. Like, when it's Drake time, it's Drake time, right? Like, I don't need to hear Travis right now. I don't you go over there when Travis have an album and go feature on his album, but we don't really need to hear him on your album, right? And in the grand scheme of things, that makes sense, right? Because when I went back and listened to the Big L, or anytime I go do deep dives on these artists, there's songs that they have with people that they fuck with, but I didn't come for that. I don't give a fuck about that, right? It's gonna make J. Cole's legacy like stand out because he don't do a lot of features, you know what I'm saying? Like, or when you do features, like, they should matter, right? Like, you don't let an Andre 3000 feature not come out, stupid ass. The songs that I like on the Drake album is the R&B shit, like all the R, and I'm not a proponent of like not liking Drake rapping. I mean, Drake, like, I love Drake rapping too, but nigga, Too Sexy is trash. That was a horrible lead single. The song's not hot. Y'all can keep playing it. I'm not going to like it. This shit is not jamming. I see what you guys are doing. It's not jamming. The video's interesting.
I don't want to cut you off, but the problem is it's going to work. But keep going.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's because it's a proven hook beat that's been
it's
done.
super trash. It's that song is not. There's better song. The girls like girls is better than that. I'm gonna tell you what the big song is gonna be like. Fortune. I mean Fountains. Is it Fountains or Fortunes? I think it's Fountains. Fountains is gonna be one of the huger songs. Hold on, I'm gonna go look right now. Fountains is gonna be. I like Fair Trade until Travis come on. That's the one everybody's quoting. If you look at you know how they put the albums on YouTube, but like if you just search Drake's name, the songs that come up are the songs that people are playing the most. Nigga, Fair Trade is the one you should have went with. That's what everybody's quoting. I've been losing.
Yeah, man.
I've been losing friends and finding peace. It sound that's the one everybody's been quoting. I like Fair Trade, but that little section where it's
does that not feel like
Race My Mind, Fountains, and getting Get Along Better? That Get Along Better is amazing.
That's to Get Along with Your Friend. Yeah, that song dope.
Yeah, that song, I Get Along. You heard the Get Along Better, Mike?
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean,
I heard it, but he wasn't as impressed as you by his face.
Well, I wasn't either until I went back and realized I liked the vocals and shit, but I wasn't paying attention to what he was talking about. And now I even listen to it again, I was like, wait, is he saying friends or friend? Because it changes everything. If the song is I'm dating some chick and we've been going through it, having a rough time, and it's kind of her fault, and I've been trying to be cool about it, and now we're breaking up, and I'm getting along with your friends, as in I'm still kicking it with your homegirls. That's like, if it's one of your homegirls specifically called me to check on me and I get along with this bitch. Oh, nigga.
Yeah, I love that story.
This is amazing. I'm like, this is phenomenal. Like, yes, so far from Marvin's Room. Yes, nigga. But like with the Big L thing, it's like, bro, I don't want to, very often on this album, one of his people show up and it ruined it for me. Travis ruined Fair Trade for me. I love the song all the way up until he come in here with this. I'm like, nigga, go over there, please. Yeah. The whole beat changed. I was in the groove, baby.
Enjoying yourself.
Man, get the fuck out of here, Travis Scott, please. Ugh.
Yeah.
There's some moments, bro. There's some moments on this album.
There's some moments, but to bring it full circle with just that conversation with that, I really enjoyed the perspective, the point of view of different people. This is my thing though. I want your point of view to have a basis. You know what I mean? So like we can realistically have a Drake Jay-Z conversation. Realistically, it makes sense.
Yes.
But I want you to know why it makes sense. Like I don't just want to have it just like, no, we gotta let's go through the albums, let's go through what they done, let's go through it. Not just he's hot. It's like, no, that's not. There's a lot of stuff that happened. And I think far too often, because see, a lot of people in this generation don't know why Jay-Z would be considered the best. They just heard that enough and they just say, okay. But then if you're saying it's because of longevity and all of that, they're looking at Drake like, oh, what did Drake's the best?
Not realizing Jay's been hot the whole time. Drake's been around and years and years and years and years before him.
Yeah, but but even with that, you know, there's factors into all of that. Because see, my contention remains the same. There is no best rapper of all time. That's ridiculous. You can't tell me that Jay-Z's better than Nas. That doesn't exist. Now, you can have a conversation about what Nas or what Jay-Z does better, and then we can talk about what Nas does better. It's going to be your preference. Not only is that, but they battled. They battled, and one showed you who's superior.
So we're not counting Super Ugly then.
You can count everything. Jay-Z, that's one of those things that's like, it's an interesting conversation because it's not even close. I don't even understand why people be talking about the Jay-Z and Nas shit like it was a debate. It was a real slaughter.
Hey, so look at this. In the moment, I agree, and I know how it felt, and I know where all the sides were leaning, and I was like, okay. But when I go back on the re-listen out of the moment, lyrically, Jay-Z had one verse. He only dedicated one verse to it,
It's
and
not
it
true.
was really. You sure?
Not true.
You
He
sure?
did Super Ugly.
That was after.
He did Super Ugly. He did the Takeover verse, and then he did the Blueprint 2 song.
It was after.
It was after
the takeover was the one that was immediately. So you saying it was a back and forth?
First off, it was a back and forth for years. They was throwing subliminals at each other for years.
Like Drake and Kendrick.
Exactly. And then it just boiled over. And, because you got to remember, after Pac and Biggie died, rappers weren't as vocal when dissing each other because they seen that it could spill over. So it was a lot of subliminal raps going on back and forth. It was all kind of people was dissing each other. Ain't nobody know it unless you knew. Nobody knew that. People didn't know that Jay-Z was dissing Mace. People didn't know that DMX was getting at Tupac. You know what I mean? It was all kind of stuff like that going on. And then
Long Kiss Goodnight.
Long Kiss Goodnight. See, the weird thing about the Pac and Biggie dissing was Pac was very vocal and saying names. And everybody who was talking to Pac always would say they wasn't talking to Pac. But they would, so what's the name? Like the Bad Rapper was about Tupac.
Why? Were they afraid? Were they afraid of Pac?
I don't know, man.
He had the most impact and they knew it. Because, rappers know who the best rapper is to them. You know, and I feel like people know who murderers are. People knew what Suge was capable of. Like, people in the industry know what could happen, So I'm asking, why weren't they saying Pac's name?
To this day, they'll say that Who Shot You was not a Tupac diss. Then what was it? You know what I mean? Like if Tupac was like Hit 'Em Up wasn't about Biggie, you'd be like, nigga, you sound ridiculous. But he's also saying names. You know what I mean? Like, no, I'm talking to y'all. Jay-Z and Nas was doing this back and forth thing for years. How the fuck are you gonna talk about them C's on our heels when we just copped the damn Hunterville? Don't talk to me about them C's got skills. He's all right, but he's not real. Jay-Z's that deal with C's in the field. All of that 3 cuts in your eyebrows trying to wild out. Like these are Nas disses. But you're not saying Nas's name. You know what I mean? And Nas is doing the same thing.
All right. This was on my only thing. Ether's amazing. Ether lives in a groove that is undeniable, right? When Ether comes on, outside of just the bars and it's everything meeting right where it should. It's the people that didn't expect Nas to do this. It's how ruthless it is. It's how directly disrespectful it is. It's how lyrical we know his skill set to be. It's the beat. It's all these things meeting at a beautiful focal point, right? But Takeover is you got a open verse, you got the verse about Mobb Deep, and you got the verse about Nas. The verse about Nas, Ether's just a rebuttal to everything Nas said. So it's just like, the Jay said, it's like, yes, Ether's a better song, and I'll give you this. It's such a haymaker that it's like, nigga. It's like, but that's the funny thing about like rap battles. People be really trying to make it too complex. Hey, great rappers, you don't have to do that on a battle. You just gotta be disrespectful, and if it's hilarious, that's a win. Like, even what you finna say?
there's truth to that to an extent. I think the thing about Ether, for me, and I think for most people who were like around in that time, they knew how Jay-Z felt about Nas, and how Nas felt about Jay-Z. So when Nas is talking, like when the nigga comes on and says, "I know you ain't talking about me," he really meant that.
My dick, nigga. You love my style.
You know what I mean? Like, and that's not pretend. Like, you can look through the thing and it's like, no, bro, you have been my biggest fan. Why are you being disrespectful?
I agree, but I'm saying that's very direct. Like, perfect example. We very often had this conversation on here about the lyrical miracle niggas, right? Like, with all the entendres and triple entendre, did you hear the complexity? Like, and sometimes that's great. In a battle, direct disrespect wins. If we think about all the best battle songs, they be direct and disrespectful, even when the artist is highly capable of all of that, right? Like, that's why the MGK song like kind of went off for me. I was like, I don't know, bro. This MGK, he might have got this nigga, bro.
But this is what I'm talking about. Direct disrespect only translates if you mean it. See, the MGK shit sounded goofy to me because it's like, bro, you love this nigga. Like, cut it out. So,
and he says that.
So you can't be disrespectful because really all you're saying is, I want your attention. That's all you're saying. Bro, I just want your attention. If I can't be your friend, at least let me be your enemy. I just want your attention. So when I'm listening to, because even like Super Ugly, right? Super Ugly was highly disrespectful. Yeah. Extremely corny as fuck.
Oh no, I liked it.
I mean, it was just corny as shit. First off, you putting Allen Iverson out there, and why would you do that? Allen Iverson's been married this whole time. Why would you speak on you and Allen Iverson fucking Nas's baby mama? Like, Allen Iverson is he got his own problems, and you done put this nigga's business out there. Two, if you claim to be cool with this nigga, why are you now bragging about fucking his baby mama and hiding it from him? That's weird. You know what I mean? This now this is like some chatty patty.
You didn't have to let him know.
This is some chatty patty gossipy shit.
This you know what I mean? Condom wrappers in the condoms in the baby seat. I was like, God damn.
Yeah.
Where are we? But you are hiding a child.
Yeah. Yeah. Like I and and that's another thing. The push it. Well, that's another conversation. But with Nas and Jay-Z, just within that battle, I never felt like I'm like appalled. You know what it felt like? It felt like if, like, right now there was like this debate of, did Vince Carter really win that dunk contest? Because Tracy McGrady was dope.
No, Steve Francis.
You know what I mean? And that's how a Nas.
So highly disrespectful. That's very disrespectful if someone said that.
Yeah, it's like, bro, we was there.
You gotta because Lance, you removed how people reacted to Takeover. Before Ether drops, niggas highly respected and loved Takeover.
Yes.
So when Ether comes out, Ether's fantastic, but it's not like Takeover didn't happen, nigga. And when you listen to him now, like when you go back and listen now, you're like, this shit is hard, nigga. Like, it just ain't Ether.
I'm telling you, when Ether came out, Takeover didn't happen anymore. After Takeover dropped, after Ether dropped, Takeover was an afterthought.
I agree, but I think, look, this is one thing. This is weird to say, but in this particular scenario, wouldn't you put Nas as the underdog at that time in that moment slightly? Wouldn't you pick him as the one we didn't expect, or nobody, they believed in his talent, but didn't expect him to come like this in a battle rap? That's what I think about Nas.
Versus LL, bro.
And so Nas dropped that, and it hit, and everybody was like, oh shit, like we ain't even, Nas, because Jay was getting him.
Yeah, I think no, I think there's truth to that because you remember Jay-Z did like the summer jam shit.
Yeah,
and it was like Jay was the bigger artist.
he did. He performed Takeover at Summer Jam.
Right, record sales and all of that, but he didn't perform the Nas verse. All he said was ask Nas. He don't want it with Hove, and that was Summer Jam. He didn't perform the shit, because he was talking about 50 in Takeover. But that's what I mean. They did a lot of subliminal shit. You know what I mean? And all you other cats throwing shots at Jigga, you only get half a bar. Fuck y'all niggas. That was 50 Cent disc.
Yeah, he always subtle. It's always a coin flip to 50. It was always that.
Yeah. And then 50 had the Gentleman song about Jay-Z. They were doing this the whole time. 50 was one of the people who came back out and was like, no, I'm talking exactly to you.
Another directly direct. Nigga, Officer Ricky's great.
But,
or even if I want to flip it, the Miss Jackson when it's Styles and Jada, I'm like,
okay. So once again, right? When you start talking about these battle raps, right? Because we got to talk about what Jadakiss and Beanie Siegel was doing with they back and forth stuff. You know what I mean? I think something happened with that Jay-Z and Nas beef. For this is just my opinion. I don't know if this is true, but this is how I felt like people were doing. They were just trying to find any angle to say Jay-Z won. So then they was like, oh, Jay-Z won. Now I signed the Def Jam. And it's like, all right, bro. Jay-Z's the president of the Def Jam, and Nas signed the Def Jam. So Jay-Z won. Or they say Nas won the battle, but Jay-Z won the war. It's like, bro, they battle rapped and he lost. It's okay.
He lost, but I don't have it as a slaughter. And like, cause if I go back and I just go bar for bar, nigga, they're both saying shit about each other that's hilarious, and we could feel the truth in it.
Okay. I'm gonna ask you a question.
Like a camel, yeah, I can see it.
I'm gonna ask you a question.
Yeah,
I got a question. Takeover.
Mm-hmm.
What did he say about Nas that was true? And
I had this every 10-year average. Nigga.
Okay. Time out. Now I had this conversation with Ninth Wonder, and so he said he had a one hot album every 10-year average. All right, cool. He said that's one every, let's say, two. Two of them shits was due. One was nah, the other was Illmatic. So the album he was saying was nah, it was written. That's ridiculous.
Nas got a lot of mediocre albums, don't you?
No. He said one was nah, and he was talking about it was written, which arguably is as good as any of Jay-Z's albums. It was written.
Nas got a lot of albums.
No. At that time, he had 4. At that time, he had Nostradamus, I Am, it was written in Illmatic.
And how long had Nas been around?
At that time? Nas' first joint came out, what, 94, 93?
Hey, man, if you say that lyric again, I think you're getting that wrong. You're saying, he said, the other was...
He said that, okay, let's say 2.
I think he was saying that Illmatic was one of the good albums.
No. I know he said 2 of them shit.
No. I meant to say it was written.
He said it was written was He said 2. He said that's one every, let's say 2. 2 of them shit was due. So he was saying Nostradamus and I Am is due. 2 of them shit is due. One was nah, the other was Illmatic. So he's saying Illmatic is Illmatic. It was written was nah, and 2 of your albums is trash. And that's a one hot, because he said one hot album every 10 years. And then one hot album being Illmatic. That's ridiculous. Okay.
So I Am is clearly a hotter album than Illmatic, right? But Illmatic across almost all hip hop understanding is a classic. I Am's not received like that. Just like we said, like I think I love Volume 3. I love Volume 3. It ain't a classic. It ain't Blueprint, it ain't Black Album, and it ain't Reasonable Doubt.
Yes.
So it's like, if you're looking at Nas's catalog, this is a great album. It's not revered by standards as a classic. It's not.
I mean, no. I'm not even, no.
It's the bread you get from the Indian restaurants. It's not.
I'm not even arguing. If you said those two albums is doo-doo, okay, fine. You said It Was Written was nah.
It's nah.
All right, bro.
It's a bunch of sheep mad at each other. Nah.
Because you gotta and see once again with the subliminal dissing. So if you listen to It Was Written, the message is the first song. Fake thugs, no love. You get the slug. See before Augusto, your luck low. I didn't know till I was drunk though. He's dissing Tupac. He's dissing Biggie. He's dissing Jay-Z. But no names are being said. But It Was Written is the message. I gave you power. If I ruled the world. Street dreams. Shootouts.
Got two songs. The rest is
It was written.
It's an angry goat. It's nah.
Yeah,
is a fucking masterpiece.
I think I'm a disagree with you.
This is a once again, like, I love Street Dreams. I love If I Ruled the World. It's cool. Like, it ain't Illmatic.
That's fine.
It Was Written is not Illmatic.
Nothing is.
Okay.
And we have to acknowledge how difficult it is to make Illmatic and then follow it up.
I'll meet you halfway. Watch this. This how I know is real, right? Watch this. Jay's first album is Reasonable Doubt. Then what we get? I think we get Streets Is Watching.
Then we get Volume 1.
So we get Volume 1, Volume 1, Volume 2, Volume 3.
And you get the Dynasty album.
You get Dynasty, then the Black Album.
No, then you get Blueprint.
Oh, so let's stop at Blueprint. That's technically one hot album every 10-year average for Jay too.
No, bro, listen to me. No, listen to me, bro. That's what I was telling.
Do one hot album every 10-year average.
That's what I was telling people when he said it. I was like, nigga, he ain't not like, but it is really hard to make a Reasonable Doubt. That's difficult.
I agree.
It's really hard to make Illmatic, bro.
I agree, and that's why Volume 3 is now.
So the joint that people love out of those is Volume 2. People love Volume 2.
People love Volume 3 too. Volume 2 got Jigga What, Jigga Who. It got
Volume 2 was the album that put them over.
Yes.
Volume 2 was the one that sold 5 million, and that was when the tours started, the big tours, and because the Annie sample, the Hard Not Life song,
yes,
was like the first like big song.
Yeah, and that's Jigga What, Jigga Who. It has the huge songs on it, but Volume 3 is It Was Written.
Definitely not It Was Written.
It got Big Pimpin' on it. It got Baby Lit Still. It got joints on it. It gets,
What's his best album though? What's his best album?
Who's Jay's best album?
Jay's best album.
We not count Throne.
That's funny. With that, no. I want you to count everything. Are you saying Watch the Throne would be your best Jay-Z album?
It'd probably be Black Album, but I really like Watch the Throne. But it'd probably be the Black Album.
What you got, Mike?
I want to say Reasonable Doubt just because it's just very raw, it's very beginning. But what do I go back and play the most? Blueprint 1.
I'm in the exact same boat as you. Like Reasonable Doubt is close, but definitely the first Blueprint. Because the first Blueprint, I feel like everything came together, and it's like you have a more mature perspective, and let me say this too. I don't like diss songs. Like now, like I don't ever want to hear Ether in my life. I don't ever want to hear that shit. I don't ever want to hear takeover. I don't want to hear hit them up. I don't want to hear none of that shit. But in the moment, we enjoyed it. But I don't want to hear niggas disrespecting each other. It's not. I don't want to hear that shit. But like Blueprint, Blueprint got some shit.
Yeah, he got some gunners on it. But hey, let's go to what you just said. So you don't want to hear no rapper diss? This is like man, I
love
like
the Kanye album.
I love some of Drake's Kanye bars, you know, Sizable Gap and all that. You know, that's fun to listen to in some tracks.
No, I'll say this. If it's Drake and Kanye, I don't mind because that's a pillow fight.
It definitely is.
You know what I mean? But I like that Pac shit. I don't want to hear that shit. Like
that DMX, yeah, they were trying to.
Nah, bro. Like, unless it's funny. You know what I mean? If it's fun and funny, like, so if you talk about
like Drake and Meek Mills, is that a gross?
Yeah,
but yeah, those be adorable disses.
Yeah, those is adorable, and even with that, he never said his name. That's what I'm talking about. Like, we know you talking about Meek, but you never said his name.
He didn't say Meek name in that?
No.
It was so obvious, though.
I mean, yeah, we know what it was, but he ain't say his name. But you know what I mean?
You Are Hiding a Child might be the greatest diss of all time.
Yeah, he made him have to talk about his kid.
That shit was so funny, bro. I kept going back and listening because I couldn't understand why he took that time to make his diction so like specific. Like, you are hiding a child.
Yo, man, speaking of that, man, Tiffany Haddish had a quote about this new Texas thing, man. And, you know, Texas made a law that they're outlawing abortion or something. And I like when comedians pop in these chats, man, and they bring in things almost like a bit on stage.
Yeah.
And her premise was, if men got pregnant, this wouldn't be the law. You know, man? And, man, I know that some comedians doing that on stage right now.
Absolutely.
It's such a very straight to the point hypothetical premise of, if men was, doing this, they wouldn't be outlawing.
She's 1000% correct. And it's a dumbass law. It's a dumbass law if you a man. Like, I be just thinking to myself, like, do these politicians just not have no bitches? Like, what world are you trying to outlaw abortion? Like, I don't understand. Who is okay in this? What men? I just don't believe it, bro. It's unfathomable to me, like that there's men that believe this. Because you ain't gonna tell me that the old governors and senators and all them, you're not gonna tell me that they not out here wilding out doing man shit. And you're not gonna tell me that they don't be slipping up with these chicks that they probably be paying for. You mean to tell me if one of your what do they call the high class escorts? It's not a mistress.
Tryst?
Not a mistress. It's a you know what I mean. But one of them chicks. Mm-hmm. You mean to tell me if you get Susie, the chick that all the governor dudes like be hitting, you know what I mean? She at the party with the red sequence dress with her wine, and it's gonna cost some money, but your friends told you she was a good time when you come to Austin, and you mean to tell me if she get pregnant, bro, you want her to keep it? What are y'all doing up there? Like it just sounds crazy.
But look at all maybe the fun will stop if she gets pregnant. But, man, it'll probably stop a lot of affairs. It'll probably be better for people's relationships because now this pregnant slut is what you were calling her pretty much. She's out the way now. And now she's not in the office. And now,
I was calling her woman, but all right, slut, I guess.
They working on their marriages and stuff, man. And I think, like, with abortion being so open and so fun and so free, like, that's how it's thrown around now. It's like, shit. We just won't have it. Like, what we gonna do? And all that. Maybe you do gotta have some type of. Should it be that easy? I'm just asking. Should it be that easy? Because that's all it is. It becomes for so many people. It just becomes another form of birth control.
I don't think that it's up to us to decide that. Like, if a woman don't want to have a baby, she don't want to have a baby, bro. Like, it's already a hard enough decision for them to make, right? And the law ain't even allowing for crazy shit. Like, if it's rape, if it's like, they not allowing for nothing. They're just like, oh yeah, nah, you gotta keep it. But bitch, according to who? I saw based on the meme you said, right? I saw another meme that said all boys at the age of 13 should have to get a vasectomy until you're married and have the capabilities of taking care of a child, and then because you could get them reversed, right? And it was like, oh, that bothers you? I was talking about doing stuff to the male body and trying to control it. Yeah, it's kind of the same thing, you guys. I was like,
Yeah,
I don't disagree.
There's some good memes out there.
Yeah, the memes be crazy. But Mikey, based on your question, I don't know, man. I really don't think it's up to. I don't think it's up. No different than the government saying you got to go get the vaccine. I do not believe that the government should be telling people what to do with their body.
Oh man.
Yeah, I think. So I think it's multifaceted. For one, we always have to have a level of historical consciousness that lets us know that when they say something, that's not what they mean. So when they're pushing things like my body, my choice, if that's like the slogan, you know they don't mean it, because like you say with the vaccine, it's no longer your body, your choice. So you know that they just saying shit. You know, so you have to understand, when did abortion become legal? Was it 77?
I don't know. Fuck books.
It was in the 70s. I feel like it was 77, 73.
It was 76, 77, something like
that. But you got to remember when this is happening. You got to remember this is after the civil rights movement. You know what I mean? This is before the Black Panthers. This is COINTELPRO. This is right before crack cocaine hits and mass incarceration. See, one part of abortion is about population control, and it's about population control for Black people. So, you know, with that understanding, I'm all for because see, my contention is this: fuck what the laws say. What does your law say? We all have our own law, our own set of rules and principles that we live by.
Right.
See, and the government don't tell me. What is that?
Get money for bitches, what?
But the government don't tell you how to live your life. I don't give a fuck what the agenda is. I'm not going by it. I have my own set of laws and my own set of principles that I live by, and things that I deem to be okay and not okay. So abortion is not a moral issue. So when people try to look at the law from a moral issue, you just focus on not doing things that you find immoral. Because people gonna do immoral shit for the rest of the world. That's the human condition. We're all sinners. We're all flawed humans. We're going to all fuck up.
Right.
So because everything that I do, I don't give a fuck what the law say. I do it. I've never not done something because of the law. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, man, I drive 80 all the time.
You know what I'm saying? And you're looking out because you don't want to get pulled over, but you're not going to not drive 80, and your reason is because it's against the law.
Yeah, this is how I drive.
Not in America. Yeah. In Dubai, I ain't hugged nobody. You hear me?
Because we are all just worried about consequences. I'm not worried about the law. So I gotta weigh it. Okay, what's the consequences of me doing this? And if the consequences is something I feel like I can deal with, then I just do it.
Right. Okay. So in that vein, right? When they there's a recent thing when they was talking about somebody brought up the rape thing. It was like, so if a woman's raped, she can't have abortion, yada, yada, yada. As one of they dumbass congressman, governor, one of them people that wear suits that ain't shit, they was like, what we're going to do to help against rapists, we're going to erase rapists and get them off the streets. And I was like, that sound like harsh on crime. This sound like some 98 crime bill. Like, oh, now y'all can just go around saying black people did some shit because y'all already over hyper sexualized a black man and shit. It just sound like another attack. I was like, this sound like another angle to get some bullshit popping. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, you're right. It's probably some other shit, but it's consistently fuckery. You just really like I don't understand why it's illegal. And what's the law? What happens if you go somewhere else and get it done? You get pregnant in Texas and then go to Louisiana and go get that. You know what I mean? Then what?
So
and then do we have to bring in like other laws now? Does this like add on like what about what would you call reverse rape? When
reverse rapism?
Yeah, like where she did something, so that she would get pregnant.
Take the condom, pour it in, little turkey baster, little catch it, smudge it.
Yeah. So then is there laws
little
to
scooping stuff?
Protect that? Huh?
Hey,
stuff in the chat.
Anybody? No? Is this
because see this is the harsh reality, right? Two things. One, I don't know, I lost my train of thought, but okay, that I got it. Okay, cool. When you say stuff like, what about if someone is raped? Now, Planned Parenthood is not packed with women who were just raped.
Facts.
This is just the reality. Like, we know that that happened and that's fucked up. I know people personally who have or who claim to have rape babies, because I can't say that happened just because you said that happened. Because
is that what we call them?
Lying.
That's what we call them? Rape babies?
That's what they said to me.
Mm-hmm.
That was the language they used to me, was she was a rape baby. Mm-hmm. I was like, all right. But the real thing is we talking about self-accountability. It's like Dave Chappelle said, he's talking about the age of spin. He said Planned Parenthood is for people who didn't plan at all.
Right.
You know what I mean? So now we have to talk about reckless sex. But now that's a responsibility of you. Now you get to an age and you understand, once you, as a man, when you put your penis in a woman, there's a chance she's getting pregnant. I don't care what you put on your dick. There's a chance. And you have to go into it saying, yo, there's a chance that a baby can come from this.
Right.
So do I really want to do this?
That's what I don't understand. Because I know these stupid ass men that are having these conversations in the government, that are making these laws. I know that they're having reckless sex. Because you lame as fuck. No real nigga would agree with this law. You would look at this law and say, oh no, that's stupid as shit. We ain't got no right to be talking about the women body. So I know that the niggas that are okay in these laws are some doofus goofball, like, I know who these niggas are. I know y'all be out here fucking up. Why would you not? It don't make sense.
That's the game. The game is politically, one side argues something and another side argues something else. It's just like, okay, cool. If you talk about the left and the right, Democrats and Republicans, right? So it is thought that the Democrats or the liberals are all for, the gay agenda and transgender and love is love and all of that. And the Republicans are totally against anything homosexual. But Republicans are full of homosexuals, just like the Democrats are. That there's homosexuals on both sides. But we have to do that so we feel like we're giving the people a choice. We have to make the people feel like there's this side and this side, when it's all the same side.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's wrestling.
So we just want to fight. We just want to fight and throw it out there and let people pick a political agenda. And
that's it.
What side are you on, so we can continue to fight and argue and have something to do every day.
Divide and conquer.
Yeah.
Divide the people up while we're conquering them.
Right.
I said this shit on stage last night, and I was doing some heavier material, but they was rocking. It was an older white crowd. And I was like, I said something along the lines, and I said, we the people, us, the people in here. This is who this shit is about. I said, you can't, oh fuck what happened. You can't call Joe Biden or Donald Trump, but you can call me. And motherfuckers like, you know what I mean? And I was like, I mean, you know, figuratively, I'm not giving you motherfuckers my number.
Niggas will call you on their IG.
But it's just that's the thing. It's like you be watching people argue over shit that's like, why would I involve myself in, let's say me and Mike disagreed politically. So what's the nigga name with all the chins? Mitch McConnell, is that his name?
Oh yeah, big hoe ass nigga.
Yeah.
That's him?
I don't know. He got glasses.
Right. Then got the nigga's neck is uncircumcised.
Yeah, he got big turkey swag.
So imagine him saying something that I really agreed with, and Mike really disagreeing with it, and me and Mike arguing over something about this, what this turkey neck nigga done said, and now me and Mike done fell out, and neither one of us can talk to him.
Right.
That's stupid. And that's all this is. So y'all arguing about shit that's like, bro, y'all don't know how to disagree. Y'all don't know how to have a difference in opinion.
But yes, I 1000 agree. The only issue is when they start making laws that directly affect people. And this is another thing, like the other day we was having a conversation about my views about leaning more conservative, right?
Mm-hmm.
What I always have to consistently keep applying to my life is that things don't always apply directly to me, and empathy is like a learned behavior, right? For some, right? So in this aspect, I 1000% agree with what you're saying, but I ain't talking about us. I'm talking about when they do stuff that affects somebody's life. I don't even live in Texas, right? So it's like, but chances of me hitting something in Texas is really high. So can't wait till we do some shows in Houston. Oh my God. So Dallas. Oh, I can't wait.
I can't wait either.
Man. Oh man. Austin. Oh man.
Can't wait. I can't wait.
Ooh, Texas. Getting somebody pregnant tonight. Pregnant tonight.
It's one of y'all. It's one of y'all.
No abortion. I can't wait. Only got 6 weeks. No. So look. So 6 weeks. All right. I couldn't help it. So like when it starts to affect people with this dumbass decisions y'all making, that's when the shit get weird. It was like I live my life not really giving a fuck about what y'all doing, but y'all have specifically done something that's making me make an adjustment. And it's like, for a woman, nigga, 6 weeks is ridiculous, bro. If 6 weeks is a ridiculous idea, especially when the logic is you guys are basing this in religion and Christianity. Is like, bro, shut up. You ain't even really Bible-y like that, my nigga. You ain't
Bible-y.
Them niggas ain't Bible-y like that, nigga.
Bible-y like that.
Them niggas is not Bible-y like that, bro. Like them niggas is. I know you niggas is evil. How the fuck you gonna have? We don't think you should have abortion, but y'all agree with the death penalty. What kind of fucking sense does that make? This is the stupidest shit ever.
It's not Bible-y.
It ain't Bible-y at all. This niggas is not Bible-y. And I know you out here fucking. I know it. I know you fucking chicks you ain't got no business fucking because they wouldn't fuck with you. Because you were goofy. And I know you ain't got no hands.
They fucking men too.
That's what makes the shit so weird. That's what makes the shit really, really weird is they don't have hands. And like, when we was having a conversation the other day about like, you know, some of the detrimental stuff that people say, it's like, man, violence is interesting, bro. Like, I don't be claiming tough guy or promoting violence, but I'm just like, there are countries that like, sometimes the end of the argument is I'll slap the shit out of you, bro. It's like, it could really kind of stop a lot of shit. And it's just like, with these weirdos that are in there making stupid ass laws about women's life, it's like, all right, I feel like, okay, we'll let this law pass if you go heads up with Layla Ali. Like, you got to go heads up, bro. She beat your ass. Then no more stupid ass laws. Oh, Mitch McConnell versus Layla Ali.
I would watch. Hey man,
a Texas brawl.
You know
for
who,
the abortion law, nigga.
I would
Layla,
definitely tune in.
Layla now, not even in her prime. Layla today.
Damn, man, I was going 50 directions on this, man. And you know, Trump is doing he's doing announcing for fights now, but that's not what I was gonna say. Who's getting violent? You know who's been getting violent lately? Is Raven Simone. Y'all heard about Raven Simone's violence?
No.
She declined an offer from Disney to make the character on her show Raven's Home lesbian. So she declined it and was like, nah. I don't care how I live my life at the house. My character will not be lesbian.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Who's on the show? Is the nigga that gave her the Is he on the
What is you mean the one that turned her gay?
the dude, the crazy nigga that's on the drugs?
Yeah, Orlando Brown.
Orlando Brown, because he say she gave him a.
Oh, really? That's out there. That's what happened.
You didn't see that video? Orlando Brown's communicating how they used to fuck around.
Damn.
He say I gave her a little blah, 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 and she gave me a little
Oh, man. No, I don't know if he's on the show because last I've heard of him, he wasn't doing so well in life. So
yeah, that's a interesting choice for Raven, but I wonder. I bet I'm willing to lean that's a money thing because her character on Blackish is lesbian. So this is specifically about Disney, and not even specifically about Disney because Blackish is on ABC. So this is more about children.
Oh, so how she wants to impact people's lives? Would you do it? What if they want to change your character's sexual orientation on the show?
With me? No, I'm good. The character I'm playing? No.
Yeah, on your show,
I don't care about what the other characters are doing. That's something different. What I'm gonna be doing now.
So yeah. But what do you do? Do you write that in? Because you go on audition and then you read the stuff, and then they don't put everything in all the auditions. They tell you, oh yeah, by the way, episode 8, your boyfriend from 12 years ago shows up. Like, what?
I'm in a different position than Raven is. Raven, like, as much as she's not revered in whatever way, we can't ever forget that Raven is Raven. She's been very famous for a very long time. Since she was very young, she was very captivating. She was a star very young, and she's basically the Olsen twins, black and by herself. Like, she has a whole empire that was like all Raven stuff. So she could kind of come and go as she please in that world. She might, in other worlds, she might get a little more flack, but you talking Disney and Raven doing something with kids and just her energy? No, I don't. Disney's just as happy to be working with her as they would be just like Mary-Kate and Ashley. It's Raven. She gonna have some say so. Me on the other hand, I'm gonna have to figure out how I'm not gonna do this show no more. But
yeah, no, I feel you. And for me, if they tried to change my character's sexual orientation, it's like there's no way you making my character heterosexual.
Wait, what?
Huh? Who said what happened?
Huh?
Hey man, speaking of, hey man, look, maybe this is how they did it, but man, one of the most top 20 revered characters in Black entertainment is Omar. Come on, man. We talking R.I.P. now. Omar, man, from The Wire was like one of the dopest characters ever, man, and
gay as hell.
Yeah, it's just.
But so it'd
be like if the last season they turned him straight.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say that, but I mean, there's been some. That's not that. There's been some riveting. The dude on True Blood, he oddly enough he also passed away, but he was amazing.
Wait, what are we talking about though? What are we talking about right now?
I thought we were just talking about dope ass gay characters. I thought we were just talking about fucking Lloyd from Entourage. Oh,
that's what we talking about right now. Dope gay characters.
I thought you were going to tell me Lloyd from Dumb and Dumber was gay, and I just missed it.
It was subtle.
Lloyd, the Asian nigga from Entourage, he was fire. He was hilarious. But no, on True Blood, it was always interesting because you would see the what's the new show? With the Pussy. What's the Pussy show?
Oh, P Valley.
Pussy Valley. The nigga that played Uncle Cliff, that nigga's killing that shit.
Yeah.
Oh, that nigga's amazing. He was part of the reason I'm watching the show. I was like, this nigga's fantastic.
Yeah, he's
great actor. Great actor, great performer. The character in the role is phenomenal.
Are you good enough actor to play Uncle Cliff?
Who, me? No. But that's my advocacy for the LGBTQ. No different than I don't want white people playing gods of Egypt. I'm not taking roles from them, bro. Like, no.
I could see you in that show though. I could see you in P Valley, but you would be one of the strippers' boyfriends.
I want the drunk nigga slapping people. Oh man, the alcoholic boyfriend.
Yeah, just show up.
The stalker, creepy nigga just in the corner, just like, oh. Yeah, no, I would. I know some people on that show, like Pussy Valley is actually really good, but like, but no, man, I don't believe in taking roles from people. If get somebody authentic to do this, so they can give it what it needs, so the story can be told right. I don't want a white Black Panther either. Don't like.
You want a black Superman?
No, no, I do not want no. Superman's a little different because it is a part in the comics where Superman was black, but I don't feel like we've had enough of a good white Superman.
There was a part in the comics where they was just like, yeah, he's black now.
There's a storyline where there's a black Superman. Like
hold on, tell us more about Super Nigga. I never heard this story.
Yeah, man.
I'm not a huge DC fan, but it's like an Elseworlds off-dimensional storyline, some shit where there was a black Superman though. So like that's not that weird. Like Black Green Lantern. Okay, cool, I'll give you that. Miles Morales Spider-Man. Okay, cool, I'll give you that. Even there's been a lot of flack for Anthony Mackie taking up the Captain America thing. Now, in general, you talking just Captain America. I want my Captain America nice and white. I want him eating mayonnaise on his sandwiches. I want him pumpkin everything. Like I want white. But there is a huge storyline for Captain America where Falcon takes over the mantle, right? So that's not weird to me. But in preference, the characters, I don't want you just gender flipping or racially flipping. No, I don't want to. I want my Superman white with a little swirl of curl right here, not a Jerry curl. No coon ass, white gloved ass, Medea ass Superman. No, nigga.
I don't mind them staying white. I just don't want Lois Lane to be black, right? So then they changed that, and now I gotta watch Super White Man just knocking the back out of black Lois Lane, man. I ain't comfortable with that because I just watched The Bodyguard, man. For the first time. I didn't know. I had never seen that movie.
Never saw The Bodyguard?
I saw clips and pieces, but I never watched it from start to finish, man. And I'm here to tell you that we don't make great movies anymore. Like that had all the pieces in it. They didn't even talk that much. Like you could feel the movie through feeling, but the whole thing, I'm like, nah, man. They celebrating this white dude and she's all into him, and now the sister like him too. And I'm like, yo, come on, man.
I think the new rule should be if a white man dates a black woman, he got to be the cool ass white dude, right? He got, y'all know the cool white dudes. It's just like, oh, this nigga cool, right? Like he ain't really trying to be black, but he just cool, right? But like Lance said the special, but if a black man dates a white woman, she got to be white. Like she can't be, you know what I mean? She can't have a cut. She can't have that. She can't have that cut with the swoop in the streets. Nah, she gotta be like,
it's the worst.
Yeah, Dolly Parton. You know what I mean? I think that's a fair balance. If a black man gonna go non-black, he got to go all the way non-black. But if a black woman go white, then she should go. He should have a little swag to him. He should be able to dance. He should be like the white comics that come on and dance before.
Hey man,
I think
all the black people like, oh. I was like, niggas get so happy.
I hate that. Hey man, so I'm watching Married at First Sight right now. God, I hate that.
That niggas get so happy.
So happy because the white dude can dance. Yo, get out of here, man.
So happy. The white dude come up and do like 2 little shuffles on beat them.
Yeah, the whole place go crazy. Kill that. Hey man, so look, I'm watching Married at First Sight, right? And it's a new season, just started. So they got an interracial couple, right? And it's a black dude, and then it's the I don't know, man. She white or something like that, or I don't know what she is.
On Married at First Sight?
Yeah, on the new one, right? But look at this. She not feeling him. And I think they both put on their little survey before, like, yeah, I want a white person, I want a black person. And then you could tell that's why they was paired together, because they wanted opposite races or something like that. Or opposite, different, whatever.
On Married at First Sight?
Yes. And she's
no
the one. Okay, look at this. The one with the, they got the Asian couple. They got the Asian couple. They got the Latino guy. Yeah. And everybody goes to him for that. It's the black dude. And then it's the
bald head fire nigga.
Absolutely. So she not into him, and I think she ain't into him because he ain't black. And I think that's a part of it, man.
Watch how crazy this is. So I'm with you, because he looked like a nigga, but he don't identify that way. He identifies as like a dark Latino. The nigga speaks Spanish. He's all Puerto Rican. I like to salsa. He's that nigga, right? But you're spot on. But even in their culture, they don't. The white Latinos don't fuck with the dark Latinos. He's too dark for her. That's what it feel like to me.
I think she wanted a black dude, and then she got
this nigga who's not. I agree.
Who don't even. So, dude, yeah, don't
I 1000% agree. You want some inside baseball?
Yeah.
I know somebody who was supposed to be on the show. They had her in the position, was like when she was going through the process, it was like a 6-month process. That she's gorgeous. She said they had her in the position and she was supposed to be on the show, but the person that they wanted to match with her didn't want to be with a black woman. Now, this could mean that person's not on the show at all, and there's also somebody that didn't want to, what's the name? Because they specifically requested, I don't want to be with a black woman. Or I think it's that nigga. I really do.
You think it was him?
He just because like you're saying about the girl that like you're saying, like she like black dudes because all her homegirls are black. Like it feels like she identifies with that space, and he looked like a nigga, but he's not a nigga. He identifies Latino. Like, no, Latino.
Does he really? He identifies Latino? I just know.
Yes.
I just know you just see it in him that he ain't fooling with black women.
Yeah,
he give you that energy.
Yeah, I 1000% agree. And but that's what I'm saying, right? Literally, facts only. Somebody from this season specifically requested not to be with a black woman. Bro, if I show you the picture of this girl, you'll be like, bro, I'm gonna send you a picture of this woman. Yes.
How you just remember them like that, and you just know what
I met her in real life, and I almost married at first sight at her. It's amazing. She's fucking like the way we met. She is. Oh, that's funny. I just DM'd her the other day. Okay,
of course you did.
Watch this shit. Watch this shit.
Yo, man, I got the message open. I'm just waiting for it to pop in.
Hold on. Here we go. Let me send that bow. Let me send that to the group bow.
Yo, wait. Like, man, where you sending it? Because you be going to IG.
Oh
no. Oh no.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
So if she's on the show, right? Because I know her swag. I was like, I'm looking, and I knew where she moved to, and I'm looking, I'm like, I think I know her, right? And I'm like, I think I know her. Like, I'm looking at that face, and you know, at the beginning when they're just going through like who's gonna be on the show, and it's like flashing everybody face. We brought in this many contestants. I'm like, wait a minute, I know her, right? And she made it to the next round, and the next round when they was like trimming it down, I'm looking. So I hit her. I was like, yo, so you was about to be on Married at First Sight? And she was like, yeah, they had matched me, but the dude that they wanted to match me with said he didn't. He specifically requested not to be with a black woman.
It's him.
I 1000% think it's him.
But all that means now is that she's still out there looking for marriage.
And this is why we got to do some shows in Houston. Because
she in Houston?
Yep.
And I'm not.
But she's looking for marriage, though. She's looking for marriage.
Hey, listen.
What would happen?
That could be arranged. That could be arranged for her. I'll figure it out. I mean, what's really in these streets anyway? You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. That's what that dude told Steph Curry's dad. He was like, you don't want to be out here.
Yeah, I met her, and she was with the chick. Yeah, the chick she was with was, I don't remember who she was with, but like I knew the chick she was with, and the dude I was with knew her also, and he gave all her attention to her. I'm like, what's up with your girl? We had great conversation. She's a sweet girl. She's super cool. She's as soft and sweet as she look. You hear me? And I 1000% agree. I think that was her match. And he came in like, no, I want a little spicy jalapeno, you know. And that old girl's like, nah, bro.
Yeah.
And he ain't got no bread. Bro, you got to watch Married at First Sight. You got to start watching these dating shows. It's hilariously interesting being a thought out comedian who does relationship subjects and watching the dynamics of how these people interact, knowing what is and what isn't going to work, because like you can see it from a mile away. Oh, that's not going to work.
Yeah, man. It'd be so simple sometimes when it's like, why are you doing that? You don't have to, all you have to do is this.
One of the girls on the show, Lance, don't want to take showers.
I'm still looking at these pictures.
Yeah.
She said, yeah, so you said there's a white woman on the show who doesn't want to shower.
No, we didn't say white.
You definitely didn't. She is full ricey rice. She's Asian.
But you got to figure out, a lot of Asians want to be white.
This one she feels a lot of that feeling in her, but she said she don't. She says her Asian husband's like, you know, just before you get in bed and I just jump in the shower. And she was like, I ain't gonna always feel like doing that. And I was halfway with her, and then he was like, you know, she was like, what if I just came from the gym and I'm just tired and wore out and want to get into bed? I was like, if there was ever a time I need you to get in the shower, this is the time. And she was like, I'm not going to do that all the time. I was like, well.
And y'all want to stop Asian hate. You got,
bro, you got to watch just to watch the dynamics. Mike, do you believe any of the couples gonna work out?
No, I know the one dude is not gonna work out. Let me see, is any of them gonna work out? That one guy's so uninteresting. You know, the one with the girl with the red hair, just like, yo,
yeah, he gonna hide her body in the water.
Yeah, he look like he about to murder her.
He got a lot of serial killer vibes.
Yeah, man. Who else is on there? Nah, man, I don't think there's any hope. Actually, no, man. What's his name? Like her enough. I think he's gonna stay with her. That Asian couple, the one that don't shower. I think they gonna be together. They gonna.
He might. You're caught up, right?
But he's gonna have clean women on the side though.
You need that.
Yeah.
Hey, not getting in the shower before you get in bed is some nasty shit, especially if you just came from the gym.
Oh no, especially. But even if you haven't, I mean, at some point, even if you're not going straight to sleep, like let's say you go to sleep at like 2 a.m. If you took a shower at 7 and you was in the house, that's fantastic. Mm-hmm. But to just like not at all, that just.
And you gotta remember, she Asian at the gym, so she in there working on sweeps and kicks and. That shit exerts a lot of energy. Have you ever done a fucking like a front kick?
She practicing for Shang-Chi.
It's a lot, bro.
Just doing all the Crouching Tiger moves. Yeah, you gotta watch that fortune cookie, baby girl.
Hey man, you know what? When was that? When was that recorded too? Because man, I didn't like the. It is a black couple on there, and her approach was like, "I want to be with him. I don't care if he has COVID." And I think maybe she didn't understand the severity of just being around somebody like that. And you know, I get people wanting to be together. And
you're ruining my honeymoon. It's like, I'm sick.
Yeah, man. She just had no type of like, you know, like let's maybe we gonna do this, but like get over that shit first.
Yeah,
you know? And,
yeah. She has extreme personality ups and downs,
but they like each other, so
they do.
They like each other. They just haven't been together yet, so who knows with them two.
This is probably a conversation for another episode, but like, if you meet a woman and she has, you ever meet a woman with like scars?
Oh, I'm sorry.
C-section scars.
Oh, those scars or mental scars?
Both, but just scars. Like she just got stuff in her life. As a man, you got to really process if I'm going to deal with this or not. Like I know how to fix this.
You do? You know how to fix scars?
Scars, not the C-section ones. I don't know how to do nothing about those.
You know how to fix mental scars though?
I feel like I can heal you past it.
How long would that take?
I don't want to. Man, I've nursed some birds back to health and then put them back out in the stream. I don't want to stay here. I just wanted to get you right.
Yeah, you're a good guy.
You throw them back out. Nigga Leia's still looking at the pictures. Yeah, she's Batty McBad face.
But no, so what are you saying? You're saying dealing with a woman with mental scars, and what's the question?
How long are you going to? What's the determining factor on if you're going to deal with them or not? Or how long you're going to put up with this? Like, because the stuff that you see like certain chicks doing, you're like, oh, she just ain't never had nobody like tell her that this is stupid or wrong. Like how long, what's your determining factors of how long you going to put up with it?
Hey man, here's what's interesting. So do we. Whether you know it or not, you going to walk in with something. You going to walk in.
I know I'm walking in with my bullshit.
I'm walking with a ton of shit. So you're asking how much are we going to put up with according to the level of her scars, man. And it's one of those things where it's like, I might keep her around because she might be healing my shit. So it's like, damn, I guess I got to put up. And I might not even look at it as putting up with, because if I'm being healed myself from this whole thing, then look, I'm gaining something. So we just together, flawed up.
I agree. She could be healing your scars as well. But you might heal your scars and leave. Thanks for the sling. Get the fuck out of here. I'm back in these streets. Because at the end of the day, you know, as a man, you gotta choose her, right? Like she can choose, she chooses you to choose her. She said, okay, cool, you can have some vagina. You're like, all right, cool.
Now am I gonna stay?
Right.
That's tough.
If a dude wants to be in a relationship and treat a woman right, normally them relationships work out.
That's what has to happen.
Yeah, if it don't work out, it's gonna work out with somebody. But if a man wants to be in a relationship with a chick, but it's annoying,
yeah,
you know,
I'm kind of looking at the perfect somebody it could work out with.
No matter what you do,
figure this shit out. I think for me the hardest thing, a woman's scars, right? Because the biggest scar, you talk about a C-section scar, right? But then you talk about a mental scar. But then it's like, but you got a kid.
Yeah.
Yuck. That shit is difficult. You got to put yourself in a mindset of, yo, I am going to accept this child that has nothing to do with me because it's a responsibility. Like, I don't have to be his quote unquote dad. If you want some food, I got to bring her some too. I got to bring him some too. I'm not finna watch this little nigga shoes just be fucked off and I'm just with you. And so I got to make that choice. It's like, oh, nah, now I've taken on the responsibility of taking care of a child.
Right.
That I had nothing to do with making. I didn't do none of the fun shit when it came to making this child, but now I bear the responsibilities of this child. And both of y'all be talking back to me.
Hey man, you just threw that in.
Like, after I'm doing all this, both of y'all be talking back. Oh yeah, that's tough.
You can only spank one of them.
You know what I'm saying?
It's the mom, you guys. I don't know. Make sure that was crystal clear.
Yo, man, you ever met somebody though, but the kid was just extra dope though? Like the kid was like killing in school and stuff.
The kid was dope, but the parents was like, man. Me and your son hoop relationship, only reason I'm really sticking around like this.
Yes. Your vagina ain't really hitting on shit, but your son fun as hell to play Madden with.
How's hey man, November 11th, I'm trying to meet as many chicks as I can with kids.
What's happening November 11th, Mike?
Yo, man, I heard we on a trip, man. We going somewhere. You know, they said they call it the Rocky Mountains. I think it's what they said. Yeah, the elevation is high.
Tell them about it, Mike.
Yo, man, you know, we about to be rolling through, what else they call it? Denver. That's what I think, that's how they say it out there. Denver.
What else, BT?
At the Improv in Denver, November 11th, Black Tea. One night only.
One night only, man.
One night only. So, ladies, whatever you gonna make happen, it got to happen that night.
Where they get them tickets from?
Oh man, that link in the chat right now, man. But if you're online, just look up denverimprov.com. Is it denver.improv.com? I think it's denver.
Hey, man,
Denver Improv, it'll come up.
It'll just come up. Denver Improv, man, November 11th. And the tickets is on sale, man. And you know what? I've had people send me screenshots of sold tickets already.
They're already getting tickets.
Yeah, man.
So people already getting tickets to the show Black Tea University at the Denver Improv November 11th. And you got people right now listening who ain't they not getting their tickets right now. That's not happening.
Yeah, you can't waste no time. You mess around, be stuck outside. And it's cold in November.
It's cold in Denver, the altitude. Why are y'all even listening to us? Go get your tickets. Get off of here. Go get your tickets. What are y'all wasting time for? Ain't even nothing else to talk about.
Nah. Nothing else to talk about. It's over. Yeah. It's ended. Denver.
November